Okay, here we go. The final book, The Gunslinger, The Dark Tower. Here we can see the sticker from Grant Publisher of number 180 of my matching set. Again, the outside of this is just a standard gray book, but this is the larger case, of course, for the part one and the part two. I'm always kind of haunted by the ending of this. I won't spoil it for anybody. Still to this day, I don't know if it was the coolest ending I've ever experienced in a book or the worst, but it still haunts me to this day. And maybe I'll do a video about the end of the book and what that might mean. So let's go through these two. So the first and the second edition, a disappointing part of this is only book one has the signature from the artist and the writer. Book two doesn't have that. And I always thought that was kind of not fair. They should put it in both books, but I guess that's because they're supposed to always be a pair. But let's go through the first one because that's the one with the cool stuff. Okay. Let's get the dust jacket off. Of course, we got Stephen King here. This one is interesting. The price keeps going up and up and up. The original one, I believe, book one, The Gunslinger, was $60 for the first limited first edition. This one is now $225 for the limited first edition. Of course, it's got Stephen King in here, and then, of course, the artwork of Michael Whelan. This is what I consider the definitive artwork of Stephen King's Dark Tower. Just by far my favorite. I'm probably not the only one that thinks that. So again, just a white with the quartet on there. I think that's what that sign stands for, or king. And then the outside stating volume one. So there's the Gunslinger. I believe that's the same drawing in book two at the beginning there. But let's get to the limited edition page. All right, beautiful. All right, so the very first book had the red, blue, and black. And then the later books have the red, blue, and black. I like that a lot better. It's just more definitive. It shows his signature more careful. It makes it just makes it more authentic that there's different ink. I think it just brings it out more. But this one says a special first edition of the Dark Tower 7. The Dark Tower is signed by the author Stephen King and the artist Michael Whelan. And there is a limited 1,500 copies. I believe that's the biggest print that they did. But of course, to have the original one, there can only be 500 matching sets. And this one, of course, is number, did I show that to you? Number 180 of the matching set. Now let's look at the first edition. And there's a picture of Stephen King with different looking guys. Let's go through the art. I won't go through the book two because there's just too much with this one, but let's go some of the art. Maybe I'll show the last picture in the book because that one is the most haunting. Yeah, these are just beautiful artwork. It's gorgeous. I love how vivid it is. Let's see, what was the name of that animal? The Billy Barber or something like that. Jake's trusty friend. Yeah, these pictures are just great. So much different color. Again, I think Stephen King is choosing the artist to match the mood that he has with each of these books. So I think there's a very definitive reason why he chooses the specific artists. There we go. get this wrapped up. Careful, careful, careful. Getting better at this as I go along. I'm definitely not a rare book collector except for these bad boys. Okay, there we go. All right. Now let's look at this one, the volume 2. Pull the dust cover out. You should. I hate people that read hardcover books with the dust jackets on because it just damages them. So this one just has an intro of Stephen King, has a price of $2.25. So I guess maybe you had to, I don't know if this is to pay for both series or each individual book. But let's go to the last couple of pictures in this. All right, let's get to the end here. There it is. There is the picture. That just is the whole gunslinger. Just beautiful. Sorry, I don't open this up more. I want to keep the spines intact. So there you go. Volume 2 of the set. Let's get this one wrapped up. Okay. All right, let's get these in the box. Number 1. Some of these later ones, they have a little bit more space in the hardcover case, which I like. It makes it safer to get the books in. So there you go. The Dark Tower, the final book of Amazing Journey by Stephen King. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.